Welcome to the 4th episode of Steep and Steel, featuring a very special LA-based artist helping me cover the timeless Melissa Etheridge hit, I'm the Only One. We haven't done anything from the 90s, so naturally I was excited to take on this era. Being born in '86, the 90s really kickstarted my early obsession with music. I remember being in the car with my sister. For some reason, she always had control of the radio, and she was singing to bands like TLC, Ace of Base, Michael Jackson, Green Day, Nirvana, list goes on. So I was pumped when our feature artist chose this 90s rock anthem to awaken the memories of early nostalgia. In this episode, we are featuring Katie Dix, a local professional singer who has led a very interesting life in the music industry. She started her career singing piano covers at Maestro's restaurants all over Southern California, which eventually landed her the gig of a lifetime with the Las Vegas residency at the Coliseum, singing background vocals for the one, the only Sir Rod Stewart. The very distinctive, raspy voice, classic rock and roll gem of a musician. Katie's music career is super fascinating, so I strongly encourage you to watch her interview after the song to get the full story, because she definitely tells it the best. Katie's voice is so unique. Just like Rod Stewart, she has this bluesy rasp tone that really comes to life when belting. Being a professional singer, her stage presence is equally as impressive. She sings with a smile, she dances during guitar solos, talks with the crowd in between songs, and gets the audience to come up and dance. All the right ingredients for a frontwoman. For this song, I really focused on that 90s big guitar sound. I left the drums and bass relatively simple to let Katie's voice punch through with my guitar riffs. Katie was such a pleasure to work with. Her passion for music really shines in her live performances. So I strongly encourage you to follow her Instagram at Katie Dix Music, or check out her website at katiedix.com to stay updated on all upcoming shows. So grab your favorite warm-up whiskey in true Katie fashion and revel in some 90s nostalgic rock and roll.
my name is Katie Dix. I am a singer here in Los Angeles, California. I'm a full-time singer, part-time rock star, and full-time mom. I've been singing professionally for a really long time. I'm not gonna age myself, but it's been a long time. Probably professionally about the last 15 years. I think playing with a band is my favorite. Just the camaraderie between the musicians. And if you really watch a band, you'll see them communicate without saying anything. It's the looks, it's the head nod, it's, even, when somebody starts slowing down, then the whole band's like, oh, okay, we know what to do. It's just something you learn when you play with everybody. And I just find that so fun to me to be on stage and to be part of what everybody's doing. Because at that point, we're a unit. We're like a family or a band family. Again, but being on stage is one of the happiest places for me. Why wouldn't it be? You get to sing in front of people. You get to sing songs that you pick that are like your favorite songs. You get to play with people that you love. And then you look out and you see people dancing, and then you see people smiling, even the ones that don't want to, right? Like they're just a little slow to get there, right? So they're eating, and then you see the shoulders going. And then you see kind of the head going, like they're bobbing their heads a little bit. Then they start kind of singing along a little bit, and then they're up dancing. That's how you gotta get them. Like that's where it goes. So that's also fun for me to look out in the audience and see what they're doing and seeing how much fun they're having. And then I feed off of that, because then that's the most fun for me. Singing at Maestro's was so fun. Me and my piano player, we started the one in Las Vegas, and then we moved over to a couple different Maestros in Los Angeles. All the Maestros, Newport Beach, there's a Palm Desert, Thousand Oaks, Malibu, Beverly Hills. So we got to kind of move around and sing at all of them. And we weren't always together. Sometimes we'd be paired with different singers, different piano players. But you kind of found who like your person was, who you worked with the best. So you try to stick with them as much as possible. But it was just such a fun, rowdy night whenever you'd get in there. We sometimes got off at 10, but we wouldn't stop playing until like midnight. And, finally the managers are like, you guys have to shut it off. Like, you have to shut it down. People want to go home. But it was such a great experience singing there. So after Maestro's, I had been there so long, and so I really was looking to do something different, and something really different came along. I got to audition for Sir Rod Stewart, and that was crazy. I had gotten this text and they said, hey, would you have any interest whatsoever? They were kind of switching up a couple members. Would you have any interest in auditioning for Rod Stewart? And I was like, yes, okay, silly question. So they said, great, we'll send you over the music, kind of learn these 3 songs, and just have them ready. But I also found out, they're like, you know what? It's gonna be easier if you just fly down with him. We hop on this private plane. I am so nervous. I don't know what to say to him. I don't want to bug him, because he was sitting in like his captain's chair. And I said, okay, Rod, what's the deal? How do you get ready for the show? What's the process? So he takes me through the process of him warming up and the sound check with the band, and what he does, what the band does, kind of what songs they're gonna do for the show that evening. And then he kind of stops and he says, okay, Katie, he's like, how do you get ready? What's your warm up? And I said, oh gosh, Jack Daniels. And he said, okay, cool, you're gonna fit in just fine. So I think I got it right there. I'm pretty sure I got the job. But so we get to Caesar's Palace, the Coliseum, and I audition for him with another one of the backup vocalists, and the musical director was there. He greeted me there. We went through a couple easy choreography from a couple of his songs, and that was it. The musical director's like, yeah, I think she's great, and Rod's like, yeah, I think so too. She's a great fit. So that was crazy. That my heart was beating so fast the whole time. I was like, please, just don't mess up.
What would you tell like younger people who are possibly interested in playing an instrument or singing?
If it's something you want to do, you can absolutely go and do it. You should do it. Learn an instrument. It's good for you. It's good for your brain. It gives you something to look forward to, especially when you master that song. To me, I'm very beginning piano stages, but when I master that song, I feel great about it. And then I want to release more music, and then I want to do more piano. It makes you want to do it more. So if you want to do it, you should absolutely get started tomorrow. Go do it.